What's up, guys? It's Austin with Red Rock Roofing.
Rob Murray, Edge Home Finance in the Heezy.
We're back at it again with episode 2 of the podcast. We're happy you guys are listening in. But what's today's discussion, Rob?
Bro, I don't know. Like, first things first. Like, I'm sitting here with this guy. You know, homeboy just upgrades to the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Probably like the Mac Dad. He's all tricked out and everything. And he doesn't have a case on it. Like, dude, what's going on, man?
Dude, I love the color. Like, the orange color is so nice. And I realize you put a case on this, you can't even see it. Only you can see this part right here. But yeah, I'll end up breaking it and ordering a replacement soon. So
don't say that. You know, knock on wood. There's no wood here. This is like
this is metal.
Yeah, this is metal.
Dude, T-Mobile offers if you break your phone, you pay $90 Apple insurance, and they send you a brand one. Brand new one.
I know, man.
For $90.
I know. And in theory, like, I've got Apple Care. I've always had Apple Care on all my devices and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Dude, like on everything. Like, I'm like a subscription like freak, dude. I don't know, like I don't know a good way to put it, man. But like, I pay for freaking everything, and it's probably not good. But
where do you think you're at with subscription wise? How many?
Oh shit, dude. I'm one of those people that like, they're like, how much do you think you're paying in subscriptions a month? And I'm like, $150. You're paying $557 a month, and I'm like, oh wow, you know, like, I'm not paying that much, man. But dude, like a sports card investor, they have like a lifetime off thing, 50% off of like market movers if you sign up in the month of October.
Really?
For life, dude.
How much is that?
So like normally it's $4.99 for the year, or it's like $50 a month, right? So I signed up for the annual subscription at $250. It was like $249.99, man.
Is that with putting your PSA cards in the vault with them so you can actually see the trends?
Yeah, so a lot like what Card Ladder does, right? So like you just have like a spot where you can like index everything so you can like track stuff. But dude, like, I got on Jeff Wilson like in COVID. Yeah. Like, that's like when like I really kind of started like getting back into sports card investing was during 2020 when everything was like locked down and stuff.
Yeah, nothing better to do.
Horrible time to buy because everybody was doing the same exact thing and cards got like super inflated. Yep. And so like when you bought during that time, if you held on to those cards now, like, dude, you've lost so much money because it was just like, it was oversaturated. There was just so many people that didn't have anything to do and had a lot of money. And they're like, hey, I'm just sitting at home not doing anything. I'll just get back into card investing, you know? So
yeah, I have a Card Ladder. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
I pay like $200 a year, but like you said, it's the same thing. You can look up comps when you're at a show, or you can put all your PSA or any kind of graded card, you put it in there and it like tracks real data of when a card is sold, where it's at in value and all that. But I love it, man. I think it's a great resource, especially if you have a bunch of graded cards, right?
Yeah, no, I think it's good. And especially like going forward, if it's going to be a thing that I'm going to do, I need to have like a way to just kind of track things and see where things are. Yeah. Dude, I was like crazy impressed when you and I went to that card show and you're just like pulling up like your Card Ladder, dude, like negotiating with these guys and stuff. And I'm just like, bro, this guy knows what he's talking about, you know? So
like, try to get them discounts is what I say, man.
I know.
Hook a buddy up. If you guys haven't actually been to Courtside Collectibles, the coolest shop ever, me and Rob have actually been there since it's open. They've had multiple owners, but one of the best places I've been, super friendly, kid friendly. They have card nights. I just love it. Just the card industry is such a great way to network. And a lot of people don't realize, but all these people that come in are actually business owners. Like people that own businesses that love to do it for fun. So you end up meeting like commercial real estate agents, all kinds of people.
Yeah, and man, like I've always been a big fan of that. You've talked about this before. Like we'll have to like go do a show over there, man.
It'll be sick. Yeah, and they've talked about it as well, man.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome, dude. But that's always been, and I don't think we talked about this last week, and maybe we've talked about it before in the past. But I, as a mortgage professional, I've never wanted to try to like insert myself into an environment or a group of people that I don't have like a natural connection with. I want to like find areas that I'm already kind of like in these places and these spaces, and then find a way to like work with those people. Because every single sports card investor, I would say not every single, but I'll bet you like the vast majority of them, 75%, maybe more, own a house.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's an expensive hobby. Unless you're a little kid and you're buying cheap, you know, raw cards, but dude, you have to have money to be a sport card investor because if you think about it, every single card you grade, you send in, you're looking at $300 to $400 every single time you send it in. Yeah. Packs are like $60 a pack. Like most high school, middle school students don't make that type of money, right? So it's definitely, the hobby is everywhere, but I definitely think it is for the people that have houses and everything like that for sure. Dude.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
So like if we can surround ourselves with those people, I think that like opportunities with what we do for a living just kind of come up in conversation. And
Exactly.
stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh yeah, dude, like call Austin, he's a roofer.
Yeah. And every time I go in the shop, I bring my daughter now, and dude, she just wants to rip everything. She doesn't even know what the price is. It's like, oh, let's rip that, and starts having a meltdown. But we're getting through it.
Are you guys like? Does she have like a favorite?
Dude, yeah, Pokemon. She has her own little Pokemon case. Like, dude, she goes to town on that stuff.
That's awesome, man. Dude, that's so fun.
I forgot to tell everyone where we're at. We're actually at Cozy Coffee in the Orchard. This place is absolutely amazing. You want to tell them a little more about it?
Yeah. Gosh, they opened up probably about a year ago or so, maybe a little bit more than that.
I think like 2 years ago. Yeah.
2 years ago now.
Somewhere
yeah,
around there.
but obviously. Smaller, locally owned,
Yep.
not big chain. So,
mom and a daughter owns it.
Which is awesome.
Which
like,
is super cool.
They all know Austin. Like, he's in here all the time. Like, I drive to the gym every morning, and I see Austin's truck here every morning. So it's like...
Pops in and said, what's up, Austin? I'm awake, Rob. I got a coffee in me.
Yeah. I saw his truck here one day. He's, like, meeting with somebody. I just, like, came in, and... It was after, like, we were out one night, too, man.
Yeah.
We were...
That was the night you were doing all those push-ups at the bar, right?
Yeah. You
guys know what we're talking about, the Rob's push-ups.
Yeah, dude, it's just I don't know what happens, man. It's like I got issues, bro, but I don't know. It keep it interesting though,
Dude,
So
you have to keep it interesting.
Keep it interesting, man.
You don't want to be a boring person, right?
No. There's enough of people like that in this world, but no, glad we're here.
Yeah.
Austin had a great idea to come out today and just kind of shoot this and stuff. So. But yeah, man, I would get a case on that iPhone, bro. Like I broke my iPhone probably 2.5 months ago. Yeah. I was on a walk and dude, like I'm super scared and nervous of bees. And there was like a bee that was like on my arm and like I jumped and my phone was actually in my pocket and it fell out and it just like hit the concrete.
And it sweats, right? Every time I have a phone in my sweats, dude, it's the worst thing ever. And I have to remember because it slides right out.
Yeah, dude. So I don't know. You'd probably be all right. If you got insurance.
$90 for a new one, dude, I'll take the chance.
You'd probably be
especially
all right.
with this beautiful color, right?
Yeah. No, it is pretty, dude. It is pretty. That's okay to say that, right?
Yeah.
It's a pretty color.
It's a pretty color.
So,
yeah, man. Very colorful.
So business this week, dude. Like, how's this week been? Like, tell me what's going on, man.
Well, it's going good. Yeah, just closed one in Hudson for a realtor. I should have another one at 2:00. It's going on the second week for another realtor. Just got back a potential bid for an apartment complex down in Arvada. So another one for the year. Hopefully we can close that. But yeah, just super grateful. The year's coming to an end. So right now it's just more of developing relationships. I think I'm focusing on meeting with so many people, trying to get everyone in before the end of the year, hit some certain goals that I had at the beginning of the year. But what about you? You got to help one of our friends out this week, right?
Yeah, man. I was blessed to help Jordan and Trevor buy their house, a little bit closer to work and stuff. And, just a great experience working with them, and awesome. Very, very grateful and thankful because like I know that they obviously have options and stuff. And so it was I was very honored to be able to help them out with that. So that was good for sure, man. But dude, you brought up a good point, and this was something I think that you and I were talking about at the after hours this past Wednesday over at the chamber. Mm-hmm. The time of year, like when everybody hits fourth quarter, something happens. Like it's like when the season changes, it starts getting colder outside. Like it gets dark at what? 6:30.
Yeah, we left the cemetery at like 7 o'clock at the event.
And it was pitch black, man. Cemetery pitch black.
A weird experience. We got a tour of.
It was good.
It was fun. It was a blast. But we were a little.
I'm not trying to hang out at cemeteries, though, bro. So.
No.
But dude, like my point is, seasons change. Like things kind of come and go. Like money comes and goes, opportunities come and go and stuff. But I think that like the people that are really good at jobs, like the people that like entrepreneurs that are like go-getters and like really working hard and keep their foot on the gas, they don't look at things the way that the majority of people look at things. And what I'm referring to specifically is we get into like October, November, December. Everybody's like, dude, it's cold. Holidays around the corner. Nobody's doing anything. I believe that is not true. I believe that is an excuse to just let you off the hook so that you don't have to work and you feel good about what you're doing because you're not willing to put not you or me. But like the person that believes that or says that is not willing to like put in the effort and the time to keep their business moving forward so that they get off to a great start when the new year rolls around.
Totally true.
Like I just like think that somebody once told me you can be as busy as you want to be. It doesn't matter what's going on around you. It doesn't matter what interest rates are or if there's snow and you're a roofer. Like, it doesn't matter,
No.
man. You can be as busy as you want to be. I firmly believe that, dude.
Dude, that is a great point. Like you said, like I had a buddy say, "Oh, I'm slow." I'm like, "Okay, what are you doing about that?" Well, I'm waiting for the office phone to ring.
Yeah,
Oh
don't do
my
that.
gosh. Well, don't do that, right? Like social media, networking events, like me and you I firmly believe we are the most active people in the community of Colorado. Seriously.
Yeah.
Video content, chamber events. Dude, we go everywhere.
I think so, man. Yeah. Like yesterday, I told you I was at that ribbon cutting, and I forget who I was talking with, some dude. He's like, dude, where's Austin? I was like, I don't know, man. I need to get him signed up on these emails so he can just show up.
Dude, you didn't invite me. I had no idea.
Bro, like, it was like spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Jordan was like, hey, do you want to come to this? And I was like, okay, cool. And
Yeah.
So you need to get on the emails, man. You need to get on the
bad at
emails,
that.
bro. But yeah, I'm with you, dude. It's like, I think that like we're both being like incredibly intentional about what environments and situations we're putting ourselves in.
Correct.
And I think that is what's going to like tee us up to be able to like continue to not have dips in what we're doing, you know? Because like there are things that happen. A lot of people do check out, but there's a lot of people out there that are not checking out. There's so many transactions, you know, dude, like look at all these apartment complexes and some of the building that's been like going on like in this area.
Correct.
That's not going to stop, you know, like people that live in these apartment complexes are tired of living in these apartment complexes. They want to go buy a house, right? Or when they go buy a house, like they're going to need a new roof or something. And it's like, it's our job to figure out who those people are so that we're able to serve them and help them out.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Dude, yeah, I'm excited for the end of the year. It's coming super quick. I feel like 2025 just flew by. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah. It's you know, last week we were chatting about when you and I kind of kicked this off back in January and looking at where we are now, kind of the halfway point of October with, I mean, dude, like once you do hit the fourth quarter, it does seem like it goes like incredibly quick.
Correct.
You know, just because like you have so much stuff going on.
Yeah,
it's like end of the year holiday parties, obviously the holidays, you know, you're trying to like kind of push to wrap up the year on a good note and everything, and I feel like that kind of speeds things up. But I'm straight up focused on, I need to find 13 more families to help between now and the end of the year to hit my goals on what I set for myself for this year. And I need to make sure that I'm teeing myself up to have a great start to 2026. And so I got to finish the year strong, and then I want to make sure that I'm setting myself up so that going forward, like I'm positioned really nicely, you know.
Dude.
What about you, man? How's like going into the end of the year here and stuff? Like, where's your mind with everything?
Dude, I think my mind is everywhere. I have a lot of opportunities out of nowhere that just came afloat, and a lot of thinking to do this winter season of what do I want to accomplish next year? Not so like what number do I want to hit for sales, but how can I better build myself to, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of opportunities open, and there's some things that I'm thinking through of what I can do and what I should do and what I, you know, do I stay consistent or do I take a massive risk? So there's a lot of stuff going on, and I'm excited. There's some things I'm going to share out later in the end of the year, and yeah, just keep hustling. That's all what it's about, man.
Yeah. No, I'm amped too, man. It feels like, you know, I don't know if like roofing is, I know that like you guys have some things that are uncontrollable, like in hail and things like that. Like you have no idea like how that's gonna, you know, impact things. But I love what you said. I think it was last week, man, where you were talking about how if you're a roofer, you're waiting on hail, like you're not going to be successful. You're going to be in a tough spot, you know?
Yeah.
I feel the same thing is true with mortgage professionals, where it's like, dude, if you're waiting for Trump to come save you or the Fed or whoever, like you're in a bad spot.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to be successful.
Dude, if you're just waiting around,
it's not.
The government isn't going to save you, my friend.
Nobody's helping you out, man. Nobody's helping you out. You got to help yourself out.
The government's going to take your money.
Yeah, no doubt.
You got taxes coming up, man.
Dude, I love. Do you know Chris? Oh gosh, what's his name, man? Dude, I'm drawing a blank, man. Pursuit of Happiness guy. It's like one of my favorite people on this earth, dude. But he wrote a book called Start Where You Are, and one of the premises in that book is nobody's coming to save you. Like the cavalry's not coming, you know. And like a lot of people, I think, sit back and wait. They're waiting for like the phone to ring, or they're waiting for an environment to be just right before they start doing something different or implementing something. And the people that are in those positions where they're not starters, where they're not doers, and they're just kind of waiting for somebody to come help them dude, like it is a very, very hard lesson to learn that just doesn't exist. You know, it's like it's not, nobody's going to help you grow your business.
No.
You got to go do it,
dude. Yeah,
you know,
you can't be waiting around and like doing the bare minimum. And you know, if someone says to do this and you're doing that, you got to overexceed it, right?
Yeah.
How can I level up on drone content and not do the base? Hey guys, Austin at the property. How can I overdo that? So
yeah,
there's a lot of ways around that.
Yeah, dude, it's I don't know, and I think that is like a daily decision. You know, I don't think that. I think that like you start getting some rhythm and some continuity to what you're doing.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's like very easy though, just because of like how we're conditioned as humans.
Yeah.
It's very, very easy once you start getting some traction to feel like you can kind of take your foot off the gas and just be like, oh, I can coast right now. You can't, man. Like that is a lie, dude. Like you cannot coast.
There's no such thing as coasting.
You can't do that. You know, like we were golfing the other day, man, and you know, we were talking with Mike and just about like how people run businesses and everything and stuff. And it's like, bro, like you always have to be engaged. You always have to be kind of moving forward. I've always been a big believer in you are either moving forward and growing, or you're going backwards. There's no neutral whatsoever with anything. There's no neutral with your health, with your job, with your family. Like there's no neutral, man. Like you cannot coast and expect progress to happen. When you go neutral, you start rolling backwards, and that's not a place I want to be in.
So for business owners, out of curiosity, because I'm not a business owner, but for
you're
you,
running a business.
It's something like that. Yeah. But for you, you know, obviously you don't have anyone to delegate, right? So you have to kind of do everything, correct? Or is there certain moments where you can delegate?
No, that's a good question. So I would say there are people that do what I do that have teams under them, right? Like they might have like 2 or 3 different people, and, and those 2 or 3 different people have like various things. So like at any point somebody's introduced to me, what I do is I connect with that individual. I get them fully pre-approved. I get all their docs. I make sure that everything's like on the up and up, make sure credit's good to go, all that good stuff, right?
Yeah.
If you have somebody that's in my position that has a bigger team and they're doing a lot more volume, what'll happen is like they'll get, and I think this is like a selling point for me actually, because because like I'm not passing somebody off to somebody else.
Oh, you're right. You're doing the whole. Yeah.
I'm the person, man. So it's like when I help somebody, when I help a family buy a house, they're not talking with 2 to 3 other people.
Yeah.
With the person, with the loan officer that is not involved or detached from what it is that is going on with their specific loan, you know? And so I think that if you want to scale, you absolutely have to have something in place where you would have people that are helping you and assisting you.
Like personal assistants, right?
Yeah.
That kind of help do the stuff that you could free up.
Get documents. Run the credit. Take the loan application, whatever, right?
Perfect.
But again, like I've been very, I'm not like this person where I'm like, dude, I got to do $100 million a year in volume to be successful. Like with where I am, with who I am, and the race that I'm specifically running, I know exactly what I need to do to be able to hit those goals. And that's something that I can pull off the way that I've built and structured my business, right? Now, I do lean on technology.
Yes.
I use technology. I use like, I've got a great CRM where there's some automation that goes on with that, where once somebody does do an application, like there's information that goes out, hey, this is what we're going to need to get from you. So I lean on technology.
To kind of help with that.
Yeah, like I've got a software called HomeBot where every month, every person that I've ever helped close a loan, they get a digest on where their equity position is in their home, options on, hey, if you paid an extra payment to your house, this is what that would look like.
Oh, that's awesome.
If you wanted to buy a second house or upgrade or whatever, there's so many tools within that. And that saves me a lot of time because I don't have to like call all 350 families that I've ever helped throughout my career and be like, hey man, this is where your equity position is right now. Now, I do reach out to my database 2 times a year, but dude, like they're getting information from me every single month.
Nice.
So I lean on technology.
That's awesome.
But the way that I'm growing and I've built it, I don't really have anybody that's underneath me, you know? What about you, man?
I had a couple of guys that ended up leaving for some reasons, but my goal is I want to build a team where I can have a couple of guys that go do the inspections, that do the adjuster meetings, and it frees me up to do things like this, networking, creating content, just growing and scaling that way, while I give other individuals opportunities to make money, but they're doing the stuff that would free up time for me to kind of do things like this.
Yeah.
So that is my goal in 2026 is how can I develop myself, get a couple of guys underneath me, train them up to be where I'm at, but then also I'm making money.
Yeah.
So.
No, I love that, man. And,
Yeah.
and like you and I were talking last week, I think it's a combination of both, man. It's like it's this plus it's also like we're meeting with people, we're face to face and everything. But like the things that, you know, and Dan Martell talks about a lot about this in Buy Back Your Time. He talks about like these like 4 quadrants. It's like I forget what they are off the top of my head, but like I'll try to put a link below or whatever. But he talks about these various quadrants that every business owner or somebody that runs a business falls into. It happens with, it doesn't matter what you do, if it's a coffee shop, if it's a roofing company, mortgage company, like whatever, like everybody has like these 4 quadrants, and 2 of them are like really bad for you to like stay in. And a lot of people just stay in them because they don't want to delegate or they don't want to implement technology or whatever, right?
True,
but if you can somehow hire somebody or lean on technology or, you know, whatever your approach is to try to free you up, like what you were saying,
correct,
that allows you to go out and do the thing that you're really good at, which is just going to keep business going, you know?
Dude, it's crazy. Like you were telling me the other day, is there another, you know, mortgage person as involved as you? And I would say no, dude. I think you post 4 to 5 times a day, and I see you all the time, bro. Not just because you're my best friend, but dude, you are super, super, super active.
You're very, very kind. I appreciate it, man. You're super kind, Austin.
No, but seriously,
I honestly, I feel the same exact way towards you, bro. Dude, I'm just trying to be somebody that is, and if you follow me, you see my content and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not just business related. Like it's very much like I like to joke around.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about this last week, man. I like to joke around. I like to, like this morning, I made like this comment about like this, you know, bro at the gym, dude. Where like he like almost like cuts me off. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? I was like, excuse me, man. And he just like keeps walking and stuff. And I kind of like, dude, like I was talking with a friend the other day. He was like, dude, you do a really good job at like promoting yourself online.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? The only thing that I'm doing is instead of like keeping in like the thought that I have, as long as it's funny or it's positive or it's going to give somebody like some encouragement or provide value, I'm sharing it either in a video or in like some sort of like a tweet or a thought that I have. And I just feel like, you know, I made a video last night talking about this. Earlier this week, I had a post. It was like a tweet that I'd sent out where I was like, I'm not waiting for things to be perfect for me to start doing things.
Yep.
I do things. Like I'm not sitting there like just like thinking about stuff. I'm actually doing things. I'm not waiting to feel that I'm qualified to actually go out and do things. And then like it was like a quote within like this thought that I was having was build the airplane in the air. You know, in my coaching program, my coach is always talking about build the airplane in the air. A lot of people try to build the airplane on the ground and then it just never takes off. There's like never any traction. There's never any inertia to be able to like get the business going. And so okay, cool. Maybe I'm not where I want to be right now. But if I can like just get things going and get it up in the air, I can work on things up there. You know, it's like this, man. It's like, dude, like this is as bad as we're ever going to be at this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like right now.
Yeah, dude. We don't
like tomorrow we're going to be better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Every
like every day you just get better at whatever it is that you're doing, man. As long as you just keep practicing, you know?
Amen.
So yeah, I don't know. I think that's something that's worked out really well for me. But yeah, man. Did you ever see the Barstool thing where
not ass
Portnoy where Portnoy's like doing like a pizza review and like all these like random people are like walking by and like this dude's got like a bloody nose or something. He's asking for the plastic machine. He's asking for the ATM. Austin the man, you know, he's asking for the ATM. And you got like people coming out like yelling about the pizza place is just horrible and all this stuff. So we're like sitting outside and like all these people are walking by and it's like I've got that thought in my head. I'll have to send it to you, dude.
Dude, they're probably like looking at what are these guys doing?
But yeah, I mean, you just roll with it.
Yeah.
You know, just act like you know what you're doing. Dude, it's like you ever heard the story about like the people that walk into a building with a ladder? You just walk into a building with a ladder, and you just act like you know what's going on, man. Nobody's gonna mess with you. You know? You just act like you know what's going on, dude.
Yeah.
You know, so dude, it's just that's what this is. You know,
Not ass.
We're just two guys. Might be
I like
ass.
that trend. Is it might be ass or not ass?
Might be ass.
Might be ass.
We might be ass, but we don't care.
We got to do that. That's our next thing. Might be ass.
Might be ass. Yeah. So nice, man. Anything else you got, dude?
Go Big Red. Tonight
so-
is the Minnesota game.
Yeah.
Emmett Johnson makes a return back to Minnesota. So I think he's going to go off, man. I think it's going to be a massacre. I think Matt Rule's done with the Nebraska program. You can convince me otherwise. I've seen enough reports. That guy has a best friend out in Penn State. He's played for. He's gone, dude.
Dude,
I don't want to hear it. He hasn't said it, but he's gone.
Yeah, the AD was his AD when he was at Temple, and they're like really good friends, man. And nothing he said yesterday on Pat McAfee, and then at his presser on Monday.
Monday was worse. Dude.
Makes you feel like he's committed to it. But dude, I don't care. I'm not a fan. I've told you that, dude.
You like Matt Rule.
I hate Nebraska, bro. I don't even like Nebraska, dude.
Who's going to be the coach for Nebraska if Matt Rule leaves?
I don't care.
You know what? I'm going to apply, dude. I'm going to apply. Indeed. Let's see. Cornhusker opportunity.
I personally think that they're going to freak out and hire Dana Holgerson, dude.
You think so?
I think so, but I don't know, dude.
Dylan Raiola is gone. Matt Rule leaves. Dylan Raiola because Penn State doesn't have – because Drew Aller's gone.
I think that whole roster bounces, dude. Because think about it. It's like they're all his guys.
He's going to take Dylan Raiola to Penn State.
His whole roster will bounce, man.
And Raiola's going to get a natty with Penn State.
Dude, I don't know. I'm not sold on Raiola either, man. Like, not at all. I know you like him. Like,
I love Raiola.
I know you hiking up your pants at the golf course like you're Raiola, and you know, no thigh pads over here. You know,
dude, he's the best quarterback we've had in. Dude, until when I was alive. Bro.
You just almost made me cuss, dude. On
Tommy. Who was that one guy? Tommy Armstrong Jr.
He was ass.
He kept playing.
I would take Adrian Martinez over Dylan Raiola right now, dude.
Guy's not even in the NFL, dude.
I don't care.
I would make the Lions practice squad.
He can run though, dude. Like Raiola, we talked about this last week, bro. Like, dude, he can run, man.
Yeah.
Like somebody gets on Raiola, somebody breathes on him, he collapses in the pocket. He's like, oh shoot, there's pressure. I'm just gonna just fall down and just plays dead.
All right,
you know?
Arch Manning or Raiola?
Arch Manning.
How? Guy hasn't done anything.
He's at least an athlete, man. Like, he can move, dude. I'm telling you, Raiola's soft, bro. I'm telling you. I've got a bad taste in my mouth about Nebraska football. I'm not the guy to ask. I
don't even want to sit next to you. I'm wearing a Nebraska shirt.
I know.
And you go to Benders with me, and now you're like...
I know. I should be down. I've got, dude, my snowboard helmet's Nebraska. I got the sickest starter jacket that's Nebraska. Dude, like, everybody knows me as freaking Husker Rob. I'm having, like, an identity crisis, bro. Like, I don't know what to do.
I know you as Rob Bass.
Yeah. Easy rock, man. Let's go.
Well, dude, I think this was awesome. It's always good getting on camera with you, Rob. Seriously.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. I feel the same way. Hey, we thank you guys so much for checking this out. And anything that we can do, roofing, mortgage, whatever.